Okay, you have 50 tabs open on your computer. You've watched 100 YouTube videos. You know you want to leave the US for a better life in Mexico, but you have no idea where to start.
Most people think the first step is buying a plane ticket or selling their house.
Yeah.
It's not. If you do things out of order, you may end up wasting thousands of dollars and potentially getting your residency rejected.
Hola, we're Tristen and CC Sutton, and we moved from Houston to Puerto Vallarta and secured our residency in less than 60 days.
Yeah, great job.
How did we do it, y'all?
Booga. And today we're un-gatekeeping the entire process.
Yes.
We're going to walk you through our 6-step Moving to Mexico roadmap, the exact framework we use to help other clients move with clarity, not confusion.
Absolutely. So, step number 1. This is the fun part.
Yes.
It's called identifying your freedom zone. Now, look, this is more than just picking a spot on the map.
Yeah.
It's about being intentional. You have to find that place where you're actually going to be welcomed and, most importantly, accepted.
Yeah.
So if you finally start, designing your life, you won't need to feel like I need a vacation from this life.
Exactly. You have to identify the state you want to live in. There are 32 of them here in Mexico. Then you got to identify the city. Then you got to identify the neighborhood. Once you've done that, then you need to define what we call your core 4. Ask yourself, what is non-negotiable? Do you need high-speed internet for work? Do you need to be within 15 minutes of a major hospital? Do you hate humidity?
Ooh, that's a big one for a lot of people.
When coming to Mexico.
I'm telling you. Well, we chose Puerto Vallarta because it really did hit our core 4. It has a vibrant immigrant community and very welcoming locals, outstanding healthcare. It's walkable and ranked as Mexico's one of its safest cities here. The cost of living allowed us to escape that daily grind. And you just have to know these first before you start looking for your ocean view apartment.
Yes.
Don't get all excited about where you're going to live and don't know.
Crucial, critical. Now, once you have your freedom zone identified, you move to step 2, which is research livability. This is where we separate the must-haves from the nice-to-haves.
Exactly. And while an ocean view apartment does feel like something that you gotta have, it's actually just a nice to have. But what's more important is safety, reliable electricity, water pressure.
Yeah. Oh, that's another video.
Yes, sir. Those are must-haves.
Stop looking at vacation videos and start looking at life videos. Join local Facebook groups to learn more, like ours, Blacks in Mexico, Black Expats, and Future Residents Group. And ask the boring questions. How much is an electric bill in July? Is it noisy at night in this area? What are my entertainment options? Where will I buy groceries? Do I need to speak fluent Spanish? Can I afford to live there?
That's a big one. Sometimes people tend to think, okay, I got this set budget. Boom, this is all I can do.
Yeah.
If this is all you can do, you don't want to move here. Things come up, life happens. So you just want to make sure that you understand if you can truly afford to live in this place.
Life keeps life, and even if you move to another country.
That's right. That's right. You are moving to a real city. Do not forget that. Not an all-inclusive resort, okay? You need to know the reality on the ground and whether it's conducive to your lifestyle and your preferences. Now, step 3. This is where most people mess up. You really need to conduct a scouting trip. I know, I get it. You come to Mexico every year, you know it inside and out, but you really want to make sure that you come here and see it for yourself from a local point of view, okay?
Absolutely.
And listen, this is not a vacation. When you come here, we need to get some real stuff done.
Yes. When you come to Mexico and touch grass, don't stay at a resort. Don't spend all day on the beach. You need to rent an Airbnb or VRBO in the neighborhood you're interested in and to research. This gives you a chance to go to the grocery store, take an Uber during rush hour, go look at a hospital and ask for a tour. You really get a hands-on feel of what it'll be like to live here, not just get 24-hour room service.
Absolutely. And while we ended up going to the medical facility, it really wasn't planned at all, but we ended up there, and I'm telling you, we met one of the greatest resources here in Puerto Vallarta. She has been a godsend. We recommend all of our clients to her whenever they're thinking about moving here. She just makes you feel a lot more comfortable
Yeah.
about the healthcare options that are here. So
Shout out to Bertha, our friend from Haiti/Canada.
yes, yes, indeed. So we call these scouting trips fly-in tries because you're essentially trying out the city to see if it fits. We actually host fly-in try scouting trips where we take you around to see, different real estate options, apartments, introduce you to medical professionals, and show you the local markets as well. And people really love that local market aspect.
They love getting their hands dirty and fresh produce.
Yes.
Not treated by chemicals.
Oh, hallelujah. Hallelujah.
So if you come home from your scouting trip and you still love the city that you visited, then you're ready for the next big step, which is step 4, verify if you qualify.
Wait a minute. You mean I can't just pull up and just park here?
Nah, you can't just do that. That would make you an illegal immigrant, and nobody wants that for you.
No, nobody wants that. Y'all, I want you to stop everything right now. Before you sell your car, before you tell your boss you quit, you need what we call a permission slip from Mexico. You must verify if you qualify for residency. Shoot, now listen, you can love Mexico, but remember, Mexico has to love you back. So to get legal residency here, you have to prove economic solvency.
Right. This means proving you have enough income or savings to support yourself without needing Mexico's resources or taking a job from a local.
Right.
The income requirements change every year, and they depend on the specific consulate you visit. We see so many people skip this step, pack their bags, and then get to the consulate and get denied because they didn't meet the income or saving requirements. Please, por favor, don't let this be you.
Please don't. And I really want to take a moment here to emphasize the part about, making sure that you can support yourself here, because unlike the United States, Mexico truly reserves a lot of these jobs for their locals, as they should. So just make sure that you have a way of supporting yourself before you get here. Now, once you know the numbers, it's time for step 5. Apply for your permission slip. And this is the actual residency process.
Think of this as a 2-part relay race. Part 1 happens in your home country at the Mexican consulate. That's where they check your finances and issue you a visa sticker in your passport.
Yep, and part 2 happens here in Mexico. You have 30 days once you cross the border to go to the INM or the immigration office and swap that sticker for your actual residency card.
This part is 100% in Spanish. It can be stressful. Trust us. This is usually where we tell people to hire an immigration facilitator. It's exactly what we did, and it's why we got approved in record time. They handled everything from setting the appointments, doing document reviews, and speaking to the employees at the immigration office here in Mexico on our behalf.
That was a godsend.
Amen.
Listen, if you don't spend $2 on anything else in this whole process, and it is more than $2, but if you, in comparison, it's so worth it.
Yeah.
It's so worth it. I would highly recommend that you invest in getting an immigration facilitator because there are so many changing laws and regulations about things. If you're in any of these Facebook groups like we are, you're seeing every day somebody is celebrating, somebody's crying because unfortunately they did not get that residency process completed.
I would say you need 2 things: some type of relocation consultant and an immigration facilitator, because let's keep it real. If you're busy, you got a lot going on, and you don't have the time to do a lot of this research, comparing, get to a consultant that's gone through the process and can walk you through it, and then get the facilitator to make sure you get everything you need on the back end that the consultant or you can't get on your own.
And that's where we come in. If you head over to followfreedom.com, you'll see all the information about the services that we offer. We're here to help take the stress out of this process of you moving to Mexico. I'm very grateful we had a very peaceful and streamlined process.
Thank God.
And we want you to have the same. All right. Well, you now have the residency card and you now have the city, the perfect place you want to stay. Now comes step 6, which is organizing your life before you say adios.
This is the logistics part. Selling your house, deciding what to sell versus what to ship to Mexico, getting your dog's health certificate so you can bring them down, and then setting up a mail forwarding service. It's really all the fun stuff.
Right. Now listen, if you're one of those people that you just want to hold on to everything, you really want to start this process sooner rather than later. In fact, we recommend if you plan on moving maybe a year out or so, go ahead and just start putting things. I like the box system that you talked about one time.
So it's a 3-box system. It's 1 box is to keep, 1 box is to donate, 1 box is to throw away. And just keep those boxes out, and as you're moving around your house throughout the day, okay, I'm gonna keep this, I'm gonna throw this away, I'm gonna donate this to someone, and it's gonna help you reduce clutter,
Yes.
but also reduce the stress of trying to figure out what to give away, what to throw away, and what to keep.
Yes, and here's the truth. Let's just go ahead and get this out of the way.
Please.
You are not going to want to ship everything out here. I remember when we were getting ready to pack, Tristen had to keep telling me, they got stuff there.
They got stuff,
They got stuff
here.
there. Leave that right there.
Depending on what city you go to.
Say that. Say
We
that.
live in Puerto Vallarta where they have a Sam's Club, Costco, Home Depot, Walmart.
Yeah.
So all the things that we would have shipped here and spent thousands of dollars, we save money by being able to just buy it here. But also keep in mind, if you're renting a space,
Yeah.
more often than not, it's going to have furniture and all the amenities you need in there. So you may
Yes.
not have to spend thousands on shipping. So
Yes.
we're not gatekeeping that for you. That's
We're
free
not.
game.
We're not. That is definitely free game. And you'll be so glad that you did, because a lot of people get down here and be like, they have everything already. The
Yeah.
television. I think the only thing that we ended up buying physically when we got here was a fan, a floor fan.
Yes.
But everything, the bed, everything, it's here.
Yeah.
Okay, so he mentioned that this is the fun part, but I think this is the really emotional part too, because it's saying goodbye to friends and closing a life chapter. Some people struggle with saying goodbye to a lot of stuff as
Yes,
well.
they do.
But because you followed steps 1 through 5, you aren't stressed about your next phase.
Yeah.
Okay. You're just really excited to get there. I know we were.
Yeah.
So we wish you a very smooth journey to your new homeland.
Amigos, moving abroad is a massive project.
Yes.
But if you break it down to these 6 steps, it becomes a checklist, not a crisis.
Absolutely. And if you're stuck on step 1, or if you're terrified of step 4, we can help.
We offer a 1-hour freedom consultation call where we analyze your specific situation, connect you to our facilitator, and help you build your personal roadmap to help you move to Mexico with clarity and confidence. Or if you're ready to put boots on the ground and come touch grass, schedule a fly and try scouting trip.
Yes, our clients really, really like this. We get rave reviews about it because at the end of the day, when you're coming to this new place, you don't know where to go. But we help cut all of the confusion out of it by helping you get here smoothly, safely, and helping you find exactly where you thrive. All the links are in the description below. Stop researching and start planning. If this information was helpful and you would love more of it, please be sure to like this video and subscribe. We'll see you in the next episode. Follow peace.
Follow freedom.